Hey, good morning. This is Joshua Henry from Henry Ed. This is not a professional video because I'm not trying to give you something fancy. I'm trying to give you something authentic and powerful for your life. So this is unedited, everything. This is just raw. So I could just get off the phone with my mentee, and this was already on my heart. So it's just funny how when you're in prayer, you're meditating, you're just trying to serve others. Um, you get in that position, and then bam, it's like, oh, this is why these thoughts were in my mind. So let me get to the point. They were just asking, like, man, am I always going to be busy? Like, I just feel like I'm always having something going on, and I'm just doing so many things. And, we were talking about balance and busyness, and I just realized there are many people trying to balance busyness. But humans were not made for busyness. We were made for productivity. We were made to produce things. So let me just quickly break down the difference between balancing busyness and prioritizing productivity. Okay, balancing busyness is you're just doing things. So, real simple way. What are you supposed to be producing with your life, and are you producing it? That's a simple question. Oh man, is it my job? Is it, this extracurricular activity? Is it, this thing that I'm doing on the side? Is it this volunteer? It's simple. Insert whatever it is you're doing, insert, boop, right there. Here's the question for it. What are you producing there? If you are not producing what you are supposed to be producing, you're not being productive. Productivity is based on I'm supposed to produce this, I have this much time, here's what I accomplished. Did I or did I not produce what I said I was going to produce? That is productivity. Okay? Busyness is I'm doing, things might be produced, but I'm just doing. My time is filled with activity. Okay? So we're not trying to be human beings of just busyness because one, that's unfulfilling, it's stressful, and on top of that, it's just frustrating because it's confusing because you're called to something greater. You're called to, again, do something. You're called to purpose. And so as you're trying to pursue purpose, if you get caught up in busyness, and sometimes we were productive in an area and then it became busyness. So like my last job, I was very productive. I was producing the things that I believe I was supposed to produce. Then over the years, frustration begins to set in. I'm kind of like, okay, like I'm still here. What am I doing? All the questions and all the uncertainty comes in, and you start to realize I'm just being busy here. I'm not supposed to be producing anything. I'm not supposed to be producing anything here anymore. There is nothing being produced anymore. I'm being busy. And so, I remember having a conversation with somebody, and I, posed the question to them, and their response was clear as day. They're like, you have no more purpose here. You would have thought that would have been enough to tell me, hey, I'm just balancing busyness. I need to move on with my life to productivity. So, again, can something start off very productive and then just turn into busyness? Absolutely. Um, but again, the whole point is not to balance busyness, it's to prioritize productivity. So, what does that look like? One, knowing what you are supposed to be producing with your life is key. If you don't know what you're supposed to be producing with your life, it's going to be very hard to be productive, right? What are your priorities, right? Because what you're supposed to be producing should be priority. So again, once you know what you're supposed to produce, you now know how to prioritize. Once you know what your priorities are, you know what to focus on and put your energy toward so that you can produce what you're supposed to produce. So, that's just a little nugget for you today. I want you to really just consider, those things right there. What are you supposed to be producing? Which may require you to cut out some things. And it's fine. Just cut out some busyness. It ain't doing nothing for your life anyway. Cut it out. Or what's it doing for you? Sometimes I'm busy watching anime. Anime ain't doing nothing for my life. Love it. Great mental escape, great fantasy place, but it ain't producing nothing. It's just taking up time. Whereas this moment right here is a business. I'm producing something. I'm doing something that, again, that is a priority for me, because again, I'm called to, again, help you all. So this nuggets for today. Again, final question: are you balancing busyness, or are you prioritizing productivity? All right, y'all, take care.